Nothing is quite better than revealing a case early, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We have 2025 Singles Case S ready to unveil that is scheduled to release on March 1st of 2025. Now, will it hit that release date? Well, let's take a look and see where they're at right now. So Case R, not out yet. That's scheduled for February 1st. Case Q, scheduled for January 1st, just hit Malaysia. Now, obviously, unfortunately, most of the Cars fan base not in Malaysia, but hopefully that hits Australia, then the US and Canada, Europe, etc. soon. Case P and N, the first two cases of the year, are all over. So they're in a good spot right now. I think they're pretty much on track. We'll see how it continues to unfold. But technically, this case is not to be revealed until January 1st. But hey, it's Christmas, it's the holidays, let's just rip it, guys. And if you intend to reshare these contents, please refer back to this video because I don't think anyone else shares the case contents. Let's dive in, guys. This is a great case. It contains the first technically new release of the entire year, so stay tuned to find out who that is. But we're going to start with none other than Lightning McQueen. Yeah, scintillating stuff, right, guys? This is the Cars 1 version. Then you have one of Winford, Bradford, Rutherford, the RPM racer. You know, if you take RPM, you look at Winford, Bradford, Rutherford, R for Rutherford, not really a P, but there's a B in there. That sounds kind of close. And then Winford, well, if you flip the W upside down, you get an M, RPM. I like it. Next up, we have one of Rusteze, Cruz, Ramirez. Sure, fine, I guess. Then, one of Road Trip, Lightning McQueen. Sure, fine, I guess. That's the variant version, by the way, that is out in entirety right now. That original version from 2022 and sprinkled in the 2023 has not been released in a long time. Then you have one of Doc Hudson. I think actually, unfortunately, this guy has started to peg warm a little bit because of the fact that he's been in some of those original cases, like Case P. There are two of him in there. That is not ideal. For a classic character that historically is not peg warmed, I'm a little sad to see that, but we'll roll with the punches and move on to one Dave Alternators, the revolting racer from Cars 1. Kind of the similar story here as Doc. He was twice included in Case N. Not good. Just a piston cut racer that has been released way too much over the last 4 years. So to see him back in this one is a little tough. Then you have one GRC Lightning McQueen. So another car that Mattel has just been pounding down our throats over the last 6 months. Starting in Case H of 2024, there were two. Then you had Case J, there were two. Then Case K, there were two. Then Case L, there were two. Actually, there were three in Case H, I believe. And then 2, all the way to Case M. Then you had one in Case N of 2025 and one in Case P. Thank God he was not in Case Q or Case R. We had some other GRCs, but now he's back in Case S. So the journey continues. Then you have one of Nile Speed Cone. Again, not great. This guy got a release in 2023, got an accessory 2-pack release with Gearson Marshall in 2023. He's been in a couple cases this year. So, man, and Nile is not a great sell just because of how small he is as it is. So, I don't think we're off to a great start, but it's going to turn around. Probably not with this next one, though. One Cave Lightning McQueen. Now, you look at these two here. You have one Cave Lightning McQueen, and you have one Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen, but although they started off on very similar trajectories, right? Cave Lightning McQueen debuted in Case E of 2023, and Cryptid Buster McQueen debuted in Case F of 2023. They both were in their Walmart cases as well. But Cave McQueen then got the short end of the stick. He was then included in a 2-pack, not just in 2023, but now repeated, I believe, here in 2024, and then I think he has been repeated in 2025. Let me get that. You know what? I actually don't think he is back for 2025. But the problem is, you include them in a 2-pack with a highly undesirable character. Pitstoposaurus is becoming the king of target peg warmers, unfortunately. I love Pitstoposaurus. I really do. I think he's a top maybe 15 release of 2023. But Pitties just historically have not done great. You go all the way back to Megan Shifter. Breaker Boggs struggled a little bit as well. And then when they start to get included in other formats like 2-packs, it's not a good recipe. And then when you put Cade McQueen and associate him with Pitstoposaurus, and you're at the store and you see the 2-pack and you see the single, it's not good. Cryptobuster Lightning McQueen, on the other hand, totally fine. He's been in a case this year, but he has not been released since that single release in 2023. So I think that's going to be a lot better of a sell. Still not great, but better. Then you have 2 Claude Scruggs in this case. Oh no, that's also not good, guys. Now, I know we all love Leakless. Claude Scruggs, one of the original Piston Cup racers from the 2006 Desert line. So why is this a bad thing? Well, he's in a lot of cases this year. He's already been included in Case P. He's already been included in Case Q. And trust me, this won't be his last case either. And now that there are 2 of him in there, you'll start to see this one a lot. Then you have 2 of Floyd Mulvey Hill. Now, Floyd might be in a little bit better shape just because he's a little bit more desirable, I think, than Claude, although Floyd did get a 2022 2-pack release with Krusty Rotor. He's already been included in Case P and Case Q, so I'm not in love with this here either, but I think it's slightly better than Claude. Then you have 2 of Strip Weathers the King. Now, somehow, even though the King gets released every year, many cases per year, he sells very well. Highly popular, highly coveted character based on Richard Petty. You'll never have a problem with him. It's basically like if they had Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the same position, even though, they released Dale Earnhardt Jr. again, that will be the most popular release of the year, let me tell you. But if they traded places, Dale would be the same way. Mario, unfortunately, not as much, but just Dale and Strip are just so insanely popular. They have kind of like a force field that protects them from peg warming. You know who doesn't have a force field protecting them from peg warming, though? Sally. Yeah, she sure doesn't. And there's 2 of her in this case. Yippee. Then you have 1 of GRC Raul Cerul here. Now, this is a card variant. This is his first 2025 single release. So what will be different from his 2024 single? Well, it won't say new for 2024 on the front, and the back will have different cars featured. It should, in theory, show GRC Jackson, Storm, Francesco, Carla, and McQueen, in theory, and Raul probably as well. You also have 1 Mater in this case. Now, what is significant about Mater? Well, this is actually his first 2025 release. We've gotten the road trip version of Mater so far in Case N, but this is your working tow hook version of Mater. This is the one with the girthy hook that you can attach to Lightning McQueens and Otis and, be really cool and tow stuff around. Yeah, right? So yeah, the art, I don't think we've actually seen this one revealed yet. We haven't seen GRC Raul revealed yet either, whereas the next 3 we have, and I'll show them to you. But it should be like maybe the Cars 2 Mater picture, or maybe just the Cars 1. But yeah, it should be interesting. Then you have 1 of Lightning Ramone. Yes, here we go. Some new stuff. This is his first ever Thailand release. I actually have a prototype of one. I should be able to toss a picture on the screen along with the next one here. Very much so different color. More so matches the hydraulic version of Lightning Ramone that we got in 2015 versus the more metallic version that we have gotten, traditionally with the non-hydraulic version of Lightning Ramone. So it's good. He looks nice, got a slightly different expression, so I think this one will be really good. What's better, though, is this 1 Acer in the case, another first-timer from Thailand, the main Pacer villain from Cars 2. Everyone's been clamoring for more Cars 2 villain characters to be released, like Professor Z. Obviously, in 2023, we got Tubbs Pacer and Vladimir Trunkov. That was a great start, but getting Acer, we know Grem is coming this year as well. Those are substantial, being first-timers from Thailand, so Acer should have no issue flying off the shelves. And last, but certainly not least, is Jonathan Gearson, your only new release in 2025 thus far. I mean, all the other ones have just been new variants, right? This is your first true authentic new release and new character. Jonathan Gearson being Bella Cadaver's assistant in the B-movie episode of Cars on the Road. Now, I know there's been a lot of outrage and debate and all sorts of stuff about, the name of this character. I thought the character was a female. What's going on? Guys, it doesn't matter. Let's be honest. It really doesn't matter. I'm just glad we're getting a new character from Cars on the Road. We're not going to see too many of those this year. So there we go. Jonathan Gearson won the case. Should be extremely popular. If you see him, you should definitely pick Jonathan Gearson up. Is this the long-lost cousin of Ernie Gearson? Yeah, I mean, quite possibly, actually. Now, Jonathan Gearson will only be included in one more case for the rest of the year. I'll just tell you guys that right now. So like I said, you probably want to pick this one up. What the hell else do I have to say? Nothing. That is the entire case. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was the 12th and final day of the 12 Days of Christmas Season 11. And that means we have some shout-outs. And in fact, we have a lot of them because a lot of people wanted to see this video. I wasn't sure I was doing this. I was like, I'll probably just do it on New Year's Day or whatever. Call it a day. But so many people wanted to see this, and let's go through them all here. We have Radiator Springs Network, Rusteze 95 YT, The Traffic Light 3326, Peter Sands 9878, Fire Dragon Anthony. That is a cool name. Wow. Vitamin Spoo, Dave Studios 2008, and Amanda DeSegagne 2057. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. But thanks to all of you guys for suggesting this. You told me that, hey, case reveals are very popular. We all want to see what's coming. I totally get it. So here you have it. This is the best Christmas gift I can offer you. But if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. Now, if I'm not losing my absolute mind, I think Hanukkah starts tomorrow, the day after Christmas. Hey, if you're watching this in the future, though, disregard all this. But at the end of the day, happy holidays to you all. Really appreciate you guys supporting this series. It means the world to me. And we will obviously be back next year for 12 Days of Christmas Season 12. You guys are the best. Enjoy the holidays. Bye now.